thing about hands and feet is you want to break them down into simple forms, and you don't want to lose the gesture, because a lot of the gesture, a lot of the personality in hands and feet is all about the gesture. So what you actually should do is draw the cylinder for the arm, but then extend it by about a third. And that's going to be the palm. So that is actually going to be the middle 3 fingers. So you can actually just divide that up, and then the pinky swings out from the other side. So you can, and the thumb swings out from this side. So another thing is, it's not actually a straight line across where your fingers are, so you should curve it off when you're drawing it. And then it's a pretty simple rule of halves. So the first knuckle will be half the distance of the palm. The second knuckle will be half the distance of that. The next knuckle will be half the distance of that, and the nail will be even half the distance of that. So keep drawing curves. So here's first knuckle, second knuckle, and third knuckle.
The pack set Tumblr should do something really cool, like Japanese word of the day or something like that.
I'd like to do that. Yeah.
That would get people to subscribe, I think, just to have a really random thing.
I like to draw boxes for the fingers, just as kind of like a way to get the overall volume before detailing anything. And the thumb. Adding the thumb is actually always the hardest part for me, because it's not at the same angle as the other fingers, and it's kind of why we have an evolutionary triumph over other species. Also, drawing the fingernail is a really good way to help show which side of the hand is facing upwards. When you draw the fingers from the side, remember that they are not flat. They're not flat on both sides. The inner side is actually very fleshy. Same is pretty true for palm. Yeah, I actually tend to try and reference other people's hands, because mine are actually pretty short and nubbly and like stubby and like not really attractive unless you... I have 12-year-old boy hands, so I try to reference and then just kind of exaggerate a lot to make them better looking. I'll draw the little diagram just quickly for future reference.
Nope. Not yet.
Note that it even curves in front view. Again, that's where all your fingers come out with. The hand actually curves like that. And so feet are actually a lot easier than hands. So if we draw the shin coming downwards, we draw a sphere to represent the ankle. And then we draw that wedge shape that I was using earlier. We just bring out the sphere. Accent certain parts of it. Then we have our ankle. Then there's a slight bit of there's the arch of the foot here. Heel. And then the toes. So the toes actually basically are just a shape that curves downwards. And similar to the hands, they also have a curve in the way that they are aligned. But the big toe is kind of more like a thumb. So it has to be treated as a separate entity. See how all the little toes curve downwards, but the big toe curves down and then up.